Alright, folks. Today is September 11th, 2011. 10 years after the fateful attacks on both my city and the nation. Of course, we had the World Trade Center's buildings collapse. We've had the Pentagon get badly hit, and we had that supposed plane crash in that field in Pennsylvania. Now, I don't believe the official story one bit. It's very far-fetched. It's the 9/11 commissioners who wrote the official story are saying that there were people in charge of it. So, if you go to youtube.com/wearechange, you'll see one of the commissioners even saying it's not the final truth. So, obviously, the official story is highly messed up, highly, flawed, and there's a lot of things that could prove it wrong. Just before I continue, I just want to show you a very good news website, run by journalist Alex Jones, called Infowars.com. He also has a site called PrisonPlanet.com. If you really want the true non-establishment controlled political news, financial news, go to Infowars.com. That really is something that you would want to check out. Anyways, this is a movie called Loose Change, The Final Cut. This movie presents a lot of strange happenings on 9/11, to say the least. Strange things that challenge the official story and basically prove it wrong. This movie shows you what could very well be the real truth on 9/11, what I believe to be the real truth on what happened that day. It shows how there were obviously explosives planted in the World Trade Center buildings. Again, don't believe me? Look it up or watch this video. It shows you how some select employees didn't show up that day. Shows you how some people seem to have advanced knowledge with Marvin Bush, George Bush's cousin, who also ran the security company for the World Trade Center, was on the board of directors for that security company. Marvin Bush was supposed to be on the World Trade Center complex that day, if I'm not mistaken, in either Building 7 or one of the Twin Towers, and he didn't show up, or no, I think they moved it to the Millennium Hilton. They moved it. It was like a conference. And that day they were also running a drill at an Air Force base which simulated hijacked planes crashing into the World Trade Center. And if those coincidences, sorry about my lisp, aren't enough, there's the proof of explosives in the buildings. There's the proof that a 757 could not have crashed into the Pentagon. There's the eyewitness accounts of explosions, secondary explosions in the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. There's the strange collapse of Building 7. And there's the strange way that all the buildings at the World Trade Center collapsed. I mean, look at Building 7, look at the Twin Towers. They collapsed into themselves, which is what a controlled demolition does. It basically causes a building to collapse into itself. A plane crash would not cause a building to collapse into itself, if it even were to collapse. And a steel-framed building like a World Trade Center, the steel could not have just melted due to jet fuel. There had to be a substance such as thermite, which is widely believed to be the substance used to destroy the World Trade Center. To eliminate those steel columns, they would need to use an explosive substance, because jet fuel burning would not melt steel. It could not melt that steel and cause the building to collapse in the way it did, or the buildings. So I really want you to really consider watching this movie. Please go to Infowars.com, wearechange.org, YouTube.com/The Alex Jones Channel, YouTube.com/wearechange, AE911truth.org, very good websites that really will tell you the truth. And this video goes out to everybody lost in that day, because they didn't deserve to be lost. The New World Order killed them. There is a New World Order coming to this country. The New World Order is exactly what it is. Global government. Population enslavement. 9/11, here's some things about 9/11 also, besides the proof that the buildings were controlled demolition, or the proof that someone had to plant bombs in there, or the various government officials that didn't show up at the World Trade Center that day. Various high-level officials didn't show up at the World Trade Center. The mysterious power downs before the weekend before the World Trade Centers collapsed. Marvin Bush providing security for the World Trade Center, whose contract with the Port Authority for the Trade Center was actually going to end on September 11th. You know, all this stuff. We're going to just go on to the New World Order now. The New World Order used 9/11 as an excuse to bring in things such as the Department of Homeland Security and the Patriot Act, both of which are every day taking away your rights as an American citizen. And you know, they're saying, ooh, terrorists are going to attack here, we have to have security everywhere, we have to install turnstiles in every building, we have to have radiation firing machines that let security people who don't even have as much clearance as a police officer look at your junk. I mean, this is what our country is becoming. Because of 9/11, 9/11 was done, I believe 9/11 was done by the New World Order as an excuse to bring in the New World Order in full force. And who knows what's going to happen in the future, who knows what they're going to do in the future. But what I do know is that the globalists did 9/11. It only makes sense. How else could the bombs have gotten into the World Trade Center? Who could have done that? How else could a missile have hit the Pentagon, or a plane smaller than a 757? You know, all these coincidences on 9/11, all these events, all point to the New World Order doing this. For one reason and one reason only, to take away your rights. Sheeple, wake up, alright? Because the globalists, the New World Order, every single day they're taking away more of your rights, and soon you're not going to have any. Alright? They did 9/11 so that you would have no more rights, that you would do whatever they want you to do, so that you would tattle on all your neighbors for lighting up fireworks in the street, or illegally parking a car, you know. You would see something, say something. Yeah, I'll say something. Here's my little see something, say something, and I really should call up that number and tell them about this. I see corruption. I see 9/11 being an inside job. I see the rights of millions of Americans being taken away every day by the Patriot Act, Homeland Security, and other things within the government. I see people turning into sheep. People doing whatever the government wants them to. This is not a people's... Well, People's Republic would basically mean China. So it's not... This isn't a democracy anymore. You still vote for your president and your senators and your county or city legislators or mayor or whatever, but this isn't a democracy. This isn't what the Founding Fathers wanted America to be anymore, because your rights have been taken away. Your freedom is being taken away, and global government is growing. Soon we will be in global government. There won't be the United States. There'll just be the world, and it'll be a world government founded on carbon taxes and people having no rights and the rich elite. Sheep will wake up. Go to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, watch Loose Change. There are a lot of other movies about 9/11 truth and the New World Order. Please go to Infowars.com. You'll see a whole bunch of them. And just spread the word before it's too late and the globalists really screw this country for good. And screw the world for good. That's it.